Hey everybody, this is your girl Carla Alexander here with Keeping It Real. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about excessive sweating because it dawned on me that I can't be the only woman out here going through menopause or going through the beginning phase, which is what, premenopause or perimenopause or whatever they want to call it. So upon some research that I do, because I'm always doing research, I thought that I would share some of the things that I learned and some of the tips that I've been using on myself along the way to kind of help cope with, this change of life. So I'm going to be reading from my notes. I'm going to be putting on my grandma glasses. Yes, I know, I am so fierce. I did this today. And I am going to put the link at the end of this video to the female who made this all possible. She is amazing. I liked her so much. I liked her energy, first of all. She had great energy. And I've watched a lot of hair videos and makeup tutorials and everything, but she locked me in. She locked me in with her energy. So I'm going to put her name and her link at the end of this video so you guys can check her out, follow her, and get creative with your hair. Let me tell you, I'm like, oh my God, look what I did. Yo, I am loving this. I am loving this new side of myself. It's amazing. I am like, yo, all I did was just watch this video. I'm like, oh, I could do that. I could do that. It took me a minute, but I did. So, yeah, because I can't see anything without my glasses. All right, I wrote everything down. Yeah, so basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about, like I said, if you're going through the excessive sweating, and as a result of the excessive sweating, you're suffering with like dry skin and fatigue, lack of focus, there's this lack of energy, and of course there's this lack of sexual stimulation, and there are other symptoms. I'm not experiencing those symptoms. I'm not even experiencing, lack of sexual stimulation. If anything, just me being, by myself for so long is driving me crazy.
Do I make you Randy? Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay. Before we get started though, I want you guys to please do not forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, because this one is going to be so full of knowledge and it's going to be so full of humor that you're going to have to share it. You're going to have to. Besides, I'm trying to get my numbers up. I'm trying to get monetized. Listen, I'm keeping it real. I'm trying to get paid like everybody else. But I'm also trying to share everything that I learned on this journey with you guys so that you'll already say, you know what? Somebody had a blueprint. It's been done. Next. Anyway, okay. All right. So I find there's 3 reasons to increase your level of water. And it's not for the reasons that you guys might think. Flexibility, hydration, and imagination. Let me explain why you should drink more water. Now, we already know about the hundreds of benefits, but if I threw some new knowledge and facts at you, that you have no choice but to start to drink much more water. Reason number 1, flexibility. It's no secret that when you're going through the change, your body suffers. We all know the aches and the pains. By becoming flexible, we can prevent muscle and disc strains, backaches from prolonged sitting or standing, not to mention your mental health, strength, and a better sex life. Who does not want a better sex life? Okay. Especially all these forums that I am a part of on Facebook, and the biggest issue I hear from women over 40 is that their sex drive is going way down. No bueno. No bueno. So no, we have to find different. We gotta work this one out. This is the reason why I started. That I want to continue. I'm gonna start continuing. I promise.
A promise is a promise, Lieutenant Dan.
I'm gonna do the video. I am so super swamped right now. But I definitely wanted you guys to get in the state of mind of stretching. Whether it's sexy stretching, whether it's just for therapeutic reasons. I mean, I think stretching is pretty much therapeutic. We're just gonna call it like that. It's definitely important to stretch. Stretching is so beneficial, Adding my sexy stretching videos will get your partner's heart pumping. You'll increase circulation and ease anxiety. More water means less body cramping as you go through excessive sweating. Which, trust me, I know. If you do not drink a lot of water when you're going through this process, you're going to get severely dehydrated. Your potassium levels are going to drop, and you are going to end up in the hospital. So it's really, really important to put the water back in your body, and not just the water, but the salt. Okay. Now, flexibility is important at our age to help maintain our stability and ability to keep our mind, body, and spirit connected. It is so, so important, and that's the reason why yoga is such a soothing alternative to, beating your head against the wall, because when you can take a minute and you can breathe and you can stretch and you can just release all of that stress, you feel so much better, and adding sexy stretching to that, you got it made. Reason number 2, hydration. According to Women's Health, vaginal dryness can affect women between the ages of 18 to 60. Yes, I said it. Vaginal dryness, okay? There are too many women on social media clowning other women for having body odor, for having vaginal body odor, for not being clean. There's no excuse for you not being clean as a woman. But sometimes, if you're not aware of what you're putting into your body can hurt you, then you're forgiven. But after you hear this, it'll be up to you to change your diet, change how you wear your clothes, maybe not so tight. It's going to be up to you. But so before menopause, 17% of women aged 18 to 50 will experience problems with vaginal dryness.
No, she didn't!
Oh, yes, she did!
I don't know all the reasons, but here are a few common reasons and solutions. Number 1, as a woman, you'll experience dryness if your partner isn't stimulating. Yeah, we already know. If homeboy ain't putting it down, we are not going to get wet. And if we're not going to get wet, we can fake it. But what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just going to have to finish ourselves off when he leaves anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if he's not stimulating you, it's not you, it's him. Okay? Number 2, feminine products. Yes. Feminine products can also be another reason, like sprays, soaps, pools, hot tub, and chemicals, and some detergents. This is true, and this is the reason why if you're going to do a douche, you should use vinegar and water. No fancy perfumes, no added chemicals in the process, and do it according to directions, because we rely on our own body to clean us out. But when we're going through menopause and when we're drying out basically from sweating so much, our body can't do what it needs to do, and then we suffer with that. So, try not to be too hard on yourself if you do have a smell or an odor and you're not really sure why, because it is an embarrassing topic. But I'm tired of looking at other women clowning women who may not know better. So if the knowledge is out here, then maybe, just maybe, you weren't aware. So now you are. I say go commando as much as possible. Believe it or not, the freedom of no panties actually helps with the pH balance. And I learned that from a doctor. Okay? Now, number 3, lubricate, lubricate, lubricate. Water-based lubricants are better for your body. And I'm going to show you 2 that I use. This one is called Astroglide. You see this one? Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. That one is Astroglide. And this one is Platinum Sultry Strawberry. They're both water-based.
Spoken!
Stay away from the oil-based lubricants or the ones that, aren't as natural as possible, because you don't really know what the chemicals are being used. I mean, I don't really know what the chemicals are in here, but it's water-based, it's not greasy, and it works really well. This is probably a solution and a problem, depending on how you're using it. So if you are having, vaginal dryness due to excessive sweating and, your body is not doing what it's supposed to do. If you drink more water and hydrate all of your organs and your muscles and all of that, then you may not need one of these. Okay? We'll put the links below for both of them because they're really, really good. And then we talked about the vaginal douches and moisturizers. Yes, they're great for the occasional internal douching, but too much can dry you out. I did just say that, so sometimes I don't read my own notes. Then you have factors like levels of estrogen for women like us. You know, our levels are low. We're going through premenopause. Then, of course, you have breastfeeding, which makes sense as to the reason why, you know, you would have dryness because the baby sucked the life right out of us. And then there's hysterectomy, and then there's chemotherapy. If you'd like to read the article that I got all this information from, it's going to be in the description box below, because these articles that I got my research from, they were very, very insightful. And it's really good to have the knowledge, especially nowadays, because doctors, all they want to do is give you prescriptions to feel, you know, to solve every problem instead of really looking for different alternatives. They really don't want people to go natural. It's insane. It really, really is. Ooh, the best one. And reason number 3, I saved the best for last. It is going to help you with your imagination. Do you want to know how it's going to help you with your imagination? I'm going to explain that to you. Well, if you're like me and you've always wanted to squirt, you wanted to be one of those types of women who had that type of orgasm where, you know, she just flooded the bed. It's sexy as hell, but I can't do it. Or maybe because I had really bad partners. I don't know. Have I looked for my G-spot? Of course I have, because you're supposed to look for it. It's your body. But if you're like me and you want to be able to do it with your partner or even by yourself, guess what you got to do? Let's get into it. The reason why I say drinking water is going to help you with your imagination is because think about it like this. If you actually got it in your head that you might want to learn how to squirt, and you start reading books, you start watching more porn, you start getting creative with certain things, you're using your imagination because now you're curious. And curiosity doesn't always kill the cat. Curiosity makes the cat better. Okay? So, yes, drinking more water is going to help you achieve this. Number 3, for why increasing your hydration can better your imagination. Some women can achieve this, but for others it's not so easy. Ever wondered if you could squirt? Because I'm dying to know if I can. It's the sexiest thing in the world, but it's not the easiest thing for some women. Some women don't even know it's happening and they think they're peeing on themselves. Wait, by the way, let me tell you what I found out. How it works, y'all. How it works. According to an article, there are 2 things that go into the secretions that you experience with squirting. The first one is a whitish fluid that's excreted containing prostate-specific androgen PSA from tiny glands on the side of the woman's urethra, which are sometimes referred to as the female prostate. Okay? The rest is urine. But the fluid doesn't smell like urine, and it's been described as tasting sweet. So this is where the water comes into place at. In a study of 7 women who experienced female ejaculations, doctors performed an ultrasound on their bladders, which showed them to be empty. When they were stimulated by a partner or solo, and then brought close to orgasm, they were given another ultrasound and found that their bladders had filled up again. Could you imagine a survey where you get to have your partner play with you until you come? And you get paid for that? Anyway, so after orgasm, each woman's bladder was empty again. So it's funny because the question is, can anyone squirt? Well, here's what netdoctor.com had to say about that. Yes, but because everyone's body is different, be prepared to go hunting with a purpose. Basically, what you have to do is you drink a lot of water, you pee right before sex, so that as you're getting close to your orgasm and your bladder starts to fill up, you have to push yourself past that feeling of having to pee in order to allow the squirting to take place. And then your bladder would be full. Isn't that weird? That's crazy. It's almost like an oxymoron. But anyway, to sum it up, if you want to achieve the wettest, most hottest, dynamic orgasm of your life, they say to try these following tips. Have fun. No pressure, only pleasure, okay? That means if you're not feeling it, you're not doing it. I don't care if homeboy is saying across the room, I got the cup, I got video camera, I got you. No, we're not doing it. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to do it. I'm not thirsty. Whatever you got to say. No. Understand that this is something that's a pleasurable experience. It is not a job. You're not getting paid for it. So if you don't feel like doing it, you don't do it. Period. It's your body. You have to be the one to go through the patience of trying to achieve that. He doesn't. Okay? He's a sure thing. Okay? Anyway, make me mad. Remember, be comfortable with yourself. Don't push it. If you are not prepared to do it, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Ha ha ha. Strengthen your bladder. Okay? If you've had a bunch of kids like me,
These are Bebe's kids.
sometimes them sneezes, they're not cute. If you laugh too hard, that ain't cute. So Kegel exercises. I'm going to put the link below so you guys can get started on your Kegel exercises and get your bladder strong so that you can squirt. Get to it, ladies. After them babies, we need all the help we can get. Get familiar with your G-spot. This is coming from the doctors, okay? The doctors are telling you to get familiar with your G-spot. That means learn your body. Masturbate. I know, it's taboo because nobody wants to talk about masturbating because it's supposed to be so gross or it's supposed to be so against the religion. It's a natural thing that you are supposed to do to help cleanse your body. Doctors will tell you this. I'm telling you, go to a doctor. He will advise you to do that because if you don't, bad things happen to your body. The only way you're going to know how to stimulate your G-spot. This is the only way you're going to be able to teach your partner how to stimulate your G-spot. If you're not comfortable with your fingers, get a toy. Toys are fun. And finally, the experts say to read up on it. I have a book on the G-spot. I bought that book years ago because you know me, I need to know. But yeah, get to know your body. Get a book. Get knowledgeable. Stop being embarrassed about what God gave you. There's no reason to be embarrassed about who you are or how you want to feel when it's your body. It's your body. Imagine the possibilities that could open up to you if you guys just changed one thing. And that means literally increasing your water intake. And I found that when I do go through my sweating, I drink a gallon of water with some salt in it. I put about a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt in it and I drink that down. And I drink that, I drink Gatorade, and I decided that I was going to incorporate exercises into my diet because I know what exercising does. I know how it makes a person feel. It makes you feel great. It keeps the depression away. There's so many benefits to going to the gym or working out at home, just to feel good. And that's my goal. My goal right now is to feel good for as long as I possibly can. It does mess with you on a psychological level. I'm not going to lie. But by following these tips and doing something about it, it might not mess with you quite so bad because I know that that's exactly what's happening with me. I'm not going to let it mess with me. I am going to the gym, I am drinking my water, and I am stretching. I am sexy stretching. Which, by the way, I am going to have a new video out very, very soon. I know video 2 is coming. So if you guys have any questions, if there is anything that you want to talk about and you feel like you're too embarrassed, guess what? I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. I'm going to keep it real because that's what I do. And as for you women out there with your odor, listen, your girlfriends are talking about you.
You stink.
So do yourself a favor. Change your diet. Get some vinegar. Sit in some water. And work on them Kegel exercises. In and out, in and out. Get it in there, push it out. Get it, push it on out. But get your body right. Get your body right. Because you're a lady. No, scratch that. You're a queen. All right? And just because we might be over 40, that doesn't mean we start getting sloppy with our internal cleaning. We don't do that. So please get it together. If you have subscribed to my channel, then you are a diva, queen, warrior. Welcome to my community. This is Carla Alexander here with Keeping It Real. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, and of course, yes, you have my permission to share my video. You don't even have to ask. And please do me a favor, show my girl who did this hairstyle some love, because I'm loving this hairstyle. I'm loving life right now. So, yeah. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Don't forget, hit those notifications because my next video every Wednesday, even though this is technically like a weekly update, but not really because this is something different. But anyway, you know, I'll babble all day.